Let's be real, Anti-Venom needs more love. So the PS4 exclusive Spider-Man game will come out at some point in the next year, most likely in time for Spider-Man Homecoming. And despite how we don't really know too much about the game's story, we do have some glimpses here and there to piece together. Now what we do know about this video game is the fact that Peter Parker is about 6 to 8 years into his career as Spider-Man. So if you think of any Spider-Man villain, then chances are Spider-Man has already faced them in this universe. Whether it be Green Goblin, Carnage, or maybe even Walden. And what we also know is the fact that one of the major antagonists for the video game is of course going to be Mr. Negative, who is a relatively new villain in the Spider-Man Rogues Gallery. And seeing as how Mr. Negative is going to be introduced, as well as it being based in more recent times of Spider-Man's life, it is safe to assume that this game is going to be based more within the storylines that fit into the Dan Slott era. And seeing as how both Mr. Negative is going to be in this game, as well as the fact that the Venom spin-off film will also be coming out at the same year, and not to mention that these are all Sony properties, there is a lot of speculation that we're going to be introduced to a symbiote-like enemy. The villain in question is of course Eddie Brock as Anti-Venom, who will most likely have a major role within the story. Now the Anti-Venom symbiote is not like the rest of the symbiotes, as a matter of fact it is almost synthetic. Because you see, Eddie Brock decided to sell the symbiote so that he could try and get treatment to cure his cancer. But then we have Martin Lee, who is of course Mr. Negative, approach Eddie Brock and cure his cancer through his use of the Light Force. But as a result, the Light Force that came through Martin Lee, Mr. Negative, ended up merging with the remnants of the Venom symbiote that was within Eddie Brock's body, ended up merging together in creating this new Venom symbiote in the form of Anti-Venom. Now what's interesting is the fact that Anti-Venom has all the abilities of a regular symbiote but none of its weaknesses. But as a plus, the Anti-Venom symbiote is capable of removing anyone's abilities as well as diseases. Now if Anti-Venom makes an appearance in the video game, then I think it would be a great time to include him, because not only do you have the venomous synergy, but also because he is a relatively unknown character. And also he would fit into the story perfectly with having both Mr. Negative as well as more of an experienced Spider-Man. So would you want to see Anti-Venom make an appearance in this video game? Comment below and share some thoughts. And as always, thank you guys for watching this video, please like and subscribe, take care and have a good one.